Marcus, can you just kind of take us through that 10-minute stretch in the first half where you guys just weren't able to make a shot? Just what was the feeling on the court, and just kind of why you feel like you guys were having such trouble?
Just a bad day in the office. I feel like them shots we usually make, we held them down, during that time. It just shots didn't fall.
I guess just to that point, you guys knew that their size was going to be something to look out for. Just how challenging was it, and just kind of how you guys maybe felt like y'all weren't able to finish as well at the rim?
Yeah, we knew that they had size. Like I was saying, I feel like it was just us. I don't feel like it was their size that affected us. I feel like it was just us, a bad day in the office.
What did Coach? Oh,
Go ahead, Owen.
Any thoughts on, what problem was it? Just you just look at this and say, hey, sometimes you have a bad night. Was it maybe y'all a little bit overhyped up for the game, or what do you think might have been, if any theory of why y'all didn't shoot as well as you typically do?
I don't feel like we were overhyped. I feel like it was just an off day. This is rare for us to miss that many shots. So, like I was saying, I feel like, yeah, we weren't overhyped. We were steady. Coach kept telling us to be steady. So, I don't feel like it was that.
okay. What did Coach tell y'all at halftime?
Yes, you.
I mean, just to stay with it. We were honestly playing good defense in the first half. Like that wasn't the problem. We weren't making shots. We weren't getting clean looks. To stay with it, we got to fight harder. Kind of had some self-explanatory mistakes that we usually don't make in our press and just guarding the ball and stuff like that. So he was just telling us to stay with it. We were playing super hard in the first half. Shots just weren't falling.
Bob, what is maybe one area from the night that kind of sticks with you that you guys wish you guys did better?
Honestly, just everything. Probably just, figuring out ways to honestly score the ball when our threes aren't falling like that. We know they're not going to fall every night. Got to figure out other ways to score, get more movement on offense. We were a little stagnant that first half for sure. I think at times in the second half we did a better job. Main thing.
What would you say kind of the messages with you guys around the team just after a loss like this, especially after y'all have been playing so well leading up to this game?
Yeah, we've been through adversity earlier in the year. We lost 2 in a row. Nobody thought we would be in the position we're in right now. Whatever 7-3 in the SEC through 10 games. So, we've gone through this before. Now it's just in the SEC, so it's it's more important, obviously. But at the end of the day, I mean, we got some tough games coming up, and we got a chance to redeem ourselves. And it's the first thing from the end. Obviously, it was a bad night tonight, but I believe in this team. We did a really good job staying together earlier in the year when we went through that adversity. We lost those 2 games and we lost to SMU, got our stuff together. And I have no doubt in this team that, we'll stick together through this and find our swagger back.
Marcus, obviously, tensions running a little hot there at the end. What did you see out of that? And, I mean, did that play into how this game played out, maybe the intensity of it all?
I ain't see it. So I don't know what happened. I was just walking off.
What was that feeling, I guess? Obviously the stakes were so high for both teams, but that feeling throughout the game, the intensity of this.
It was a good competition, So I feel like it was just we were competing. I don't know how to say for real, competing.